This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The open receiver is Dodson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dodson. A big hole. And he will go all the way. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Kenneth Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right to the air. It's Hurts. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Covey now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down. Hurts will try it again. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts going to call his own number. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Throw across his body is complete.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. That is intercepted. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll let one go down the middle. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's out of bounds all the way up to midfield. A huge play just before the half. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll get about 5. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Hurts now. Off he goes.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
2nd down and 8. Hurts. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
That'll be taken in by Barkley.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Covey now on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. That one caught by Smith. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. At the 41-yard line. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Great.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that
one intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. On play action, here's Hurts. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Covey now on the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble. Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space, gain of 7, inside the 20. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field. They'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that 1st down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that. The ball comes out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL,
Protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his big tight end. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts to throw. To the outside. He's got Smith.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. They'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
To the left side, it's caught by Brown.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Hurts. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Again, Hurts. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Hurts will try it again. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Here comes the Eagles punt team. They send Britton Covey back deep. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Here's 1st down. To throw is Hurts. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense